If you're seeing this, then that means it's Tarot Tuesday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back if you've been here before. Welcome here. Welcome. If it's your first time, welcome. Welcome everyone. Is this lit? I don't even know. My name is Lara. Hi. Welcome. There we go. And yes, if you're seeing this, that means it's Tarot Tuesday. Whether or not it's actually Tuesday when you're seeing this, it doesn't really matter because time isn't linear. I don't know if they told you. So you can trust that no matter when it is that you're seeing this, that there may be some messages here for you. We are specifically, when I'm filming this, we are specifically working with the astrological energy of August 13th through the 19th, okay? So, but if you're seeing this and that is not the time period that you are in, don't even worry about it. I'm going to give you a perfect example. Someone I watch on YouTube, their reading from a year ago at this time came up on my feed, and for some reason I felt compelled to watch it. I watched it and it was like boom, boom, boom. Okay. I completely missed that reading a year ago when she put it out. I'm just now seeing it for the first time a year later. It is exactly when I needed to see it because she was talking about things I'm going through now. So that's a good example for you. That's a real life example. It's not just like, coming out of my mouth. Right? So anyway, for whatever that's worth for you. So it doesn't matter when you're seeing this, but if you are seeing this and it does happen to be around August 13th through the 19th in 2024, then we're particularly talking about what's going on astrologically at this time. And these are the energies that are influencing the insights and the guidance that are coming through in the reading today. So, all that being said, this is also a general reading. These are just like my disclaimers at the beginning. Bear with me. This is also a general reading. So what that means is we're looking at an overall energy. Again, we're working with the astrology of what's happening right now. So this is not like a personal reading would be like much more specific to your situation, ideally. We're looking at sort of like broader. So this is for anyone, the collective of people who find this video, however many there are. Like the 12 of you. No, I'm kidding. I love you. Whoever finds it, like this is a general read. So it might not be like case specific to what you're going through in this moment, but the themes, the energies, the patterns, we're all talking about the same stuff, whoever's coming to this reading. So take what resonates. Don't take anything that doesn't. If it doesn't feel right for you, it doesn't have to be for you. You know what's meant for you, including the things that you are resistant to. Okay? So there's that. Yes. Okay. And so, yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna chat a little bit about the astrology that's going on, a little bit about what's been happening, about what's happening now, and sort of where that's going to be taking us. Then we're going to be diving in. I've got, the usual cast of characters today. We've got our Oracle of Mystical Moments. We're going to pull that and get like a vibe, let that guide us in. We also have our spicy tarot oracle. Sorry, our spicy oracle. Spicy fuego. Okay. So we'll get we'll pull some from that pile, and then we'll dive in to the tarot and see what the tarot ask the tarot, like what we can sort of what we can prepare for what's coming up over the next 7 days. So, This is whatever the 7 days coming whenever you're finding this video. Like, make it make sense or not, it doesn't matter. Okay? Don't overthink it. Really. But yes. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So where are we? Just as far as like our astrological forecast. I don't know about you, girl, but last week we had a big week last week. So I just want to check in on you. Okay. 'Cause how are you doing? I'm exhausted, but so much has shifted. So, I'm curious, like, what's shifted for you in this last week that we've gone through. Last week, what did we do? Last week we were coming in on a new moon with a Mercury retrograde that started right afterwards. And then we moved into our week last week. We had the Lionsgate 8/8 portal on August 8th. Now, also, just like learning more myself, because I'm always learning too. So like, it's interesting because like, right, it's 8/8 is kind of like this like holiday, right, like on our Gregorian calendar. So the actual like in the sky, it actually happened around the 7th because it goes back to a certain degree, and that's an exact degree. But the energy of the 8/8 has numerology to it. It also has, because it's the 8/8 portal, and people sort of, right, like generally presume in the Gregorian calendar, like 8/8, this has power behind it as well. Okay? So someone else that I was watching compared it to, my sun may return like the day before or the day after into its degree, but people are going to tell me happy birthday on the day that is my birthday, right? So maybe technically the sun went in earlier, but like we're going out on the day, okay? So you can think of that as 8/8. So needless to say, there was like a lot of energy. The Lionsgate is when our sun aligns with Sirius, which is a part of, I got more clarity on this. Sirius is a part of Orion, the Orion constellation, okay? And Sirius is considered our spiritual sun, whereas the sun in our solar system, this is our like physical sun. This is what literally gives us life. It gives us light, right? We wouldn't be here if we didn't have the sun. Okay? So Sirius, as our spiritual sun, gives life to our spiritual nature. There is also, the veil is very thin at this time. There is energy moving back and forth from place to place. You can access information from Sirius for those of you who know how to do that. It's a time, personally for me, I really should just like be going on vacation because I get like downloads. I need to really take a lot of time away to be here, right? So big energies, and a lot of it is like, 8 is an abundant number, so a lot of manifestation potential, despite the fact that we had just entered Mercury retrograde. And there are also a whole bunch of other planets that are in retrograde. We're going to be dealing with those energies as we move through the rest of the year. But this week, right? So now we're coming off of all of that, which is a lot. I need a beach day. And And now we're here in the 13th. So we're like full swing into our Mercury retrograde here with our other planets that are retrograde. Saturn is in retrograde. Neptune is in retrograde. Chiron is in retrograde. Chiron is an asteroid. That's the wounded healer. So that's like more information sort of like on your wounds, like your spiritual wounds. So we're reflecting on a lot of that. We're reflecting on our systems, our structures. This is all happening on a collective level as well as individually for everyone, okay? If you're paying attention to astrology and certain things that are happening in the world at this particular moment, we're also seeing a lot of stuff line up in that way, okay? So, big energies at play. I believe the new moon was like the last that we had before we enter an eclipse season. Don't quote me on that just yet, but I think we are moving into an eclipse season for like the next 6 months. We're in Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde for the first half, so probably for the next couple of days, is in Virgo. And then it's shifting into the sign of Leo. So Virgo is very detail oriented. It's like, okay, what's the goal? How are we getting there? It's perfectionist as well. And Leo is very magnetic. It's courageous. It's bold. You know, it's not afraid to take the spotlight. So it's really like, all right, what's the plan? Let's get serious. Let's get detailed. And then let's step in to this full sense of power. But we're doing this in a retrograde, and the retrograde challenges us to reflect. So it's a little spicy out here for us. But we're still working with this Mercury retrograde energy. Mercury retrogrades, like very famously, like communication. You want to be really careful with your communication, how you're communicating, you know, and even despite your best efforts, communications may not be easy right now. And, you know, Mercury retrograde also has a really great reputation for like exes coming back. Did yours come back yet? So yes, but it's really asking us to reflect on certain patterns. And how we're going to move forward out of that. So it's also technology. So like if technology can be really weird. Yeah. So that's kind of what's happening. We're going to be in Mercury retrograde until August 28th. So we're going to be talking about that for a little while and working with that energy. So that's like kind of it, that as far as like where I can put my focus. I've said it before. I don't say it all the time. These Tarot Tuesday readings are astrologically informed, but I am not an astrologer. Okay. Like I like study what I like amateurly, right? Like, you know what I mean? It informs my work, but it's not like a avenue that I am like studying. Okay, so like that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm just prefacing. Okay. So when you're like, well, I saw someone else say, I'm like, yeah, because they probably know more than I do. Okay. That's my point. All right. I don't know everything. All right. In fact, I know nothing. So here we go. That's why we have the cards. Okay. I'm just a channel, baby. I'm just a channel. All right. So, but enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and dive in. This energy, man. This energy. All right. Let's get a clear and concise message, please and thank you. I'm going to shuffle our oracle cards here. What messages, Spirit, do you have for the collective of people here for this reading about what's coming up in the week ahead for us? What vibes are we starting off with this Tarot Tuesday? Any insights you can give us to what we have happening? There you are. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Let's see what we got. Oh, this one moved too. I'm going to do it. I'm going to run with it. We got 2 cards today. Starting with like a bird. I'm like a bird, always fly away. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where my home is. But baby, all I need for you. Do you remember that song? Nelly Furtado? Look it up. That's coming through. I'm like a bird. If that song means something to you in particular, that's for you. Okay. Like a bird. That number also is 22. For what that's worth. And then, oh, sunny day. Oh, sunny day. Oh, I love this. Oh, sunny day. How cute. Aww. Okay, all right. Let's start piecing this together. Okay, like a bird. I think also last week we had some bird imagery come up. This is like, and I think some of what we talked about was really connecting to our spirit guides, our team, our ancestors, whatever you want to call it, source, the universe. I'm getting more of that with like a bird, right? We have a very prominent bird figure here, literally has her back, right? Like, I got you. I've got your back. You're not going out alone, even if it feels like you are. I think especially with the song that's coming through, you have been asked to step out and do something that seems crazy. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where my home is. But baby, all I need for you to know is I'm like a bird. I'll always fly away. Okay. She literally also has like these bird wings here. They're white feathers. This is giving me higher mind vibes. So I think what I'm already picking up on is like whatever decisions, choices, things, whatever you've been through over the last week, specifically with this Lionsgate portal, you are like, I know I'm protected. I'm taken care of. You are now working in conjunction with this higher mind in a way that you have not been able to access before. If that makes sense. And then with Oh Sunny Day, by the way, Oh Sunny Day is number 40 and this is 2-2. And 2 + 2 makes 4. Just saying. Oh Sunny Day. What I love about this card, first of all, it's called Oh Sunny Day. But to me, and it's not that there's not brightness here, but like there's no like actual sun, right? It's not a dreary image that we're working with. But it does feel like this figure it's almost like preemptive. Like as if the clouds are clearing. This person is also holding something here. This could be like an umbrella or it could be like a parasol. What it really looks like though is it looks like its own little, it's bringing the mushroom top here, right? She's sitting on a mushroom. Also these, I don't know if you can see, there are 3 ladybugs in this card. Ladybugs are an animal totem of good luck, good fortune, prosperity. Okay? So if ladybugs mean anything to you, but also with the mushroom, we're talking about interconnectedness. So I'm also feeling like it's like you've stepped into this place of operating from you're accessing a different mind, a higher version of your mind, higher self, holy guardian angel, call it whatever you want to call it, spirit guides, whatever. You are now moving through the world with more access to this, interconnected into the flow. So mushrooms, if you didn't know, they are a fungus, but also mushrooms, this is just the top of the mushroom. A lot of what's going on with the mushroom is under the ground, and mushrooms have a mycelium network that connects underground. This mycelium network shares information. The mycelium network underground is how trees communicate with each other through the roots, because they are connected to the mycelium network of the mushrooms. And that's how trees literally talk to each other. Science has like very recently proved this. Okay, Google it. So that's where I'm getting interconnectedness. If you're someone who, like a magic mushy, like this is accessing interconnectedness, oneness with the universe, nature. I'm hearing flow, right? You're in the stream of the universal consciousness. Maybe you haven't fully jumped in, but like you figured out that you can't catch the river in your hands, that the only way to be is to jump in. Okay? Let me just I just want to cross-reference for some like keywords with these cards. That's just, I'm feeling this, so like regardless of what the little bookie book says, but let me just, this could confirm. Yeah, like a bird, focus, forward-looking, possibilities, motivation, okay? Moving forward. And then with the, where are you? Oh, sunny day. Yeah, new beginnings, luck with the ladybugs, and optimism, right? So even if the sun hasn't parted yet, you're like, it's coming. The sun will come out tomorrow. Wow, we're getting a lot of music today. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Okay, I gotta stop. I'm getting all choked up. You guys, what's going on? Yeah, maybe listen to one or either of those songs in like 2323 and see if there's a message there for you. There could be. Also, I've been doing this new thing that like when songs are coming through, whether or not the actual lyrics or whatever pertain, sometimes there is a message in the lyrics and it's like, oh my God, could you be more obvious about it? Other times you're like, I don't know why the song is here, but it's good to invite it in. So like when it comes up in my mind, I will go and play it and listen to it and just like, that's my signal to the universe that like, because they're knocking when the song comes in, like the way it just did, that's the knock on the door. So sometimes I will play the song as a signal to be like, come on in. And it may not be a message that's like precisely what that song was talking about, or it could be, but open the door is my point. So, and new beginnings, open the door, luck, optimism, okay? We're looking forward and moving forward with optimism, luck. Wow. What a way to start a week. Thank God. Okay, so let's do a little spicy oracle. What we got? Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I got 4 in my hand. Let's do it. Why not? I'm in a good mood. All right. Woo! Sure, why not? Is literally one that I pulled. Hello. It's so funny. Okay, hang on. Well, I'm just looking. Okay. What pieces do you want to be shown here? There it is. Okay. All right. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. So what we have for our spicy oracle, we have step aside. Of course I will. Sure, why not? Of course I will. Sure, why not? Taking requests on the count of 3. So I think with our hot sauces being step aside, of course I will, sure, why not? I'm really seeing that as a commitment of this trust in moving forward, like we talked about with like a bird. And then I feel as though the universe's response, especially because we're talking about luck with the ladybugs and optimism and connection, then with our fire sauce, we've got taking requests, which I feel like is the universe being like, I'm here, I'm listening. You know, all you have to do is ask. Okay? And then it's as if on the count of 3. So it's, I'm hearing your wish is my command because you finally stepped out of your own way. Commit with the step aside. That's obvious. Committed to yourself. Of course I will. And sure, why not? Is like adopting this new attitude of optimism and positivity. And the universe is like, now we can talk. Okay. I also feel like with Oh Sunny Day, I think you've done some things to really clarify what it is, what you want. Maybe you were confused before, but it's like, okay, now we're taking requests, and on the count of 3, you got it, baby. Do you know what I mean? Ooh, okay. All right. But we ain't done yet. Okay, so let's get our 3 tarot cards here, and we're going to wrap up our reading for the day. Spirit, what tarot cards, what do we have to look forward to with these messages, these energies that are coming through? Thank you. I'll take 3 cards. Thank you. Thank you. One more, please, if you don't mind. That's the one. Thank you. Okay. Yep. Interesting. Huh. Okay. All right, let's see what we've got. All right. Okay, so we're going to get into it. We're going to start with our shadow card like we always do. This is the card at the bottom of the deck representing the energies of our subconscious mind. We have the 4 of Wands in reverse. So what's coming up through the subconscious? I think there are questions of stability or foundation here. I think it's been hard to commit to what it is you want to build because of this like lack of inspiration with the Page of Wands in reverse. When we have the Page of Wands in the upright position, we're talking about an energy that is like very inspired, very like action oriented, but in a way that is like starting on a new path or like a new passion project. A lot of times this is creativity. You know, it doesn't have to be career necessarily, but it could be like hobbies, whatever lights you up and is bringing you joy. There's been like a lack of inspiration for you. And with the Ten of Swords underneath, I feel like this is speaking to the difficulty it's been in walking away from something. There's some sort of thought pattern that is trying to come to an end, and it's been a difficult road, like actually walking away from it for whatever reason. Okay. So great. So what does that mean for us as we move through in the next 7 days then? Well, what we have that's out on the table for us, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. We have the Queen of Wands. Love to see her. And then we have the Six of Swords. So interestingly enough, we've got 2 sixes as well surrounding the Queen of Wands. We have a lot of wand energy as well with our 4 and our page. And then we also have, we're all wands and swords. So, geez, talk about being like overly identified with our masculine. Okay. And that's like superseding whatever physical body that you're in. This is the energies. Everybody has both masculine and feminine energy. Whether or not you identify physically as one or the other, or both, or neither, or what other plethora of there is in between, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about that everything has a masculine and feminine energy, that the universe has all of that. So anyway, so what do we got going on in the week here? I think in the earliest parts of the week, we're really reassessing what success and achievement looks like for us. This is a card of victory. Like she even, I was like, nah. And in this particular card, there is an element of stepping into the spotlight. But in the reverse position, I feel like it's like, okay, so the spotlight's not like looking exactly like you thought it was going to look. Or maybe you're trying to force yourself into a spotlight that's like not your spotlight. Right? Maybe you're fighting for success and achievement in an area that's like not where you're meant to find it. So I think this is going to be coming up for us in the first part of our week. We're really going to be like identifying, honing in on what that is. As a part of this manifestation process that we're in. This could also be like maybe not like realizing your own potential, your full potential, the ways in which you don't realize your full potential. Maybe this is going to be highlighted as well. I could see that could be for some of us. Maybe it's both things for some people. Or the way, like, what are you worried about in how you fully step into your power? Because We also have the Queen of Wands energy here. And the Queen of Wands is like literally living in her power, right? She is like, I don't chase, I attract, highly creative, magnetic energy. Look at the joy that's in her face here. And she's got this little spark, and she can create whatever she wants with her passion, right? She brings things into existence by sheer force of like passion and creative energy and all of that. So there's more to dive into with identifying that. And that sort of makes sense with this, with our shadow cards here as well. And then listen, by the end of the week, we'll be landing on the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is all about moving away from things that no longer serve us. This is moving from troubled waters into beautiful, calm, serene seas. Okay? Like, we may, like, this is, I'm getting soft era vibes, right? But like, to move through that is taking some, like, you gotta like get through it, but you're moving into a place where you're finding more peace, finding more serenity, as long as you can go with where you're being led. Again, we've got more birds here, lots of birds. If you're seeing synchronicities, if you're seeing feathers, if you're seeing birds, those are signs. Let those in as they come. Sometimes we don't have to like try to interpret it. We just need to like notice it. Okay. Sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what you're trying to say. I don't get it. And you don't have to. Sometimes it's just they're like trying to say, hey, we're here with you. But this, I really like, what we're talking about here for this week is like, after we identify these things, the ways in which, you know, our lack of inspiration that's been coming through because it's difficult to walk away from things. Yeah, we're really identifying what's important to us in this journey of stepping fully into our power. Because once we identify it, then we can move away from it if we so choose. It's a choose your own adventure. So you don't have to do this. You have free will. But you're on a road. You know what I mean? And by choosing to trust in those spirit guides and connect with the universe is like letting yourself be led. And maybe it's not going to be easy. Maybe there still may be a little bit more conflict here because we've got all of this in reverse, right? It's hard to walk away from things. But I think I'm getting such positive vibes from our oracle cards. Like, everything feels very synchronistic in this. We've got 2 + 2 = 4. We've got 6 and 6. You know, there may be some resistance coming up from inside, but I feel like the universe is like, keep tapping in. Don't forget I'm here. I'm guiding you. Like, you just need to ask me for help because I'm here. Okay. That's it. That's all I got. That's what I see. So you're going to have to let me know how it works out. If, like, am I right? I don't know. You tell me. You know more about what's going on than I do. But please do let me know. I love hearing from you all. leave me a comment down below. Let's talk about it. And also, there are in the description box, you'll see a lot of information, different, like if you'd like more information about what I do, my work, a lot of that is down there. Ways in which to work with me, because there's lots of ways to work with me. And, I do private readings, I book events and parties, and I don't just read tarot, like I do a lot. So if you're curious, reach out. Like I would love to talk to you more and let you know. But otherwise, that's what I've got. And thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you so much for being here. What an incredible journey that we're on. And yeah. That's it. That's all I got. So, take good care of yourself through this. Yeah, take good care of yourself, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay? Eee.